I must apologize for the odd noises I'm currently emitting. The consequence monitoring the Commonwealth is proving to be quite rewarding. What a fascinating place. A pleasure to see you again.
Usually some decent caps to be made from scrap bodies.
What a surprisingly pleasant day. Perhaps it will lift your spirits.
Man, I hate fighting robots. You can scare off lasers, but not these things.
Aren't the most cunning foes, but robots sure can knock the stuff.
Word is, super mutants just hit the place. They're still trying to rebuild.
Operators on top. Just like it should be. Glad to see you're back in the right crew. Knew you had some sense.
Don't worry, Overboss. I'll ensure you have all the people you need. You just keep the territory coming.
What can I say? I'm good at what I do.
Well, well. Hadn't been expecting you so soon. Take this. Payment for services rendered. You know, boss, there is another task I think might pique your interest.
Uh-huh.
The Disciples have made an annoyance of themselves, yet again. We've turned up the name of one of their fixers. I want them convinced we'd make better allies. Apply this shock collar to him. If you can do it without being detected, wonderful. Otherwise, feel free to pummel him into agreement.
Sounds fun.
Good to hear. We'll be waiting.
Understanding the operators ain't hard. We know how to live. The other gangs? Dying is more their strong suit.
Back in Disciples. Bunch of amateurs playing dress-up.
Mason earned his place at the top. Don't forget that.
Going down. Transit Center. Transit Center. Going down. Nuka Express.
and clear the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejados de las puertas. We are now arriving at the station. Please be sure to collect any children and personal belongings before exiting the Nuka Express.
Better keep your iron strapped on. Friendly advice. I heard the Institute broadcast. I ain't scared of some underground nerds.
Yes?
Mags Black in Nuka Town owns you.
Oh my
Get
God!
moving.
What just happened?
Get him, man.
Something's broken!
Yes?
Mags Black in Nuka Town owns you.
Oh my
Get
God!
moving.
Hey.
Got 4 good hours of sleep last night.
Place. Ugh, he peacocks around with that giant hair. Well, he don't know I got this shiny new...
Boss, someone's coming through the gauntlet. Go see Fritch. He'll tell you what to do. Mags, William, and Lizzie. All you have to do is hear them speak to know they weren't born into this life. But they sure as hell were born for it.
People who do their job well should get to live well. And no gang does their job better than us.
Situation dealt with.
Wrapped up already? Take this. Payment for services rendered. Fresh opportunity for intrigues become available over Voss. Yours if you want it.
Yep.
An old ally's requested assistance in disposing of someone. I want them in our debt, so I'd like you to take care of their target.
My kind of work.
Good to hear. We'll be waiting.
Made some good moves, boss. Guess Gage knew what he was doing for once.
Respect around here, you gotta earn it. Of course, handing over new abodes hasn't hurt.
Come on, you know our side shakes bad. Haven't slept in days.
You've been hitting the jet pretty hard. Get some of that new Comex stuff that Maddox cooked up. It'll set you right.
Damn Nuka-Cola song stuck in my head again. I heard you were looking for me?
You heard the alarm, right? That means someone's in the gauntlet. Looks like a real tough one, too. What happens next is up to you. You can take him on yourself in the arena, or I can make sure our little rat never gets out of the maze.
Time to put on a show.
Hell yeah! No better way to earn a Raider's respect than kicking some ass in front of a crowd. Just head for the arena whenever you're ready, boss.
Hacking disciples. Bunch of amateurs playing dress-up.
First time I ever seen you was down at the beach by Revere.
What?
Careful, ma'am. I don't think we're alone. Prepare to be annihilated. Kill them all! Your destruction is at hand. Time for you to finish. Violence protocols engaged. If you find any spare parts, you be sure to let me know.
Going down. Transit Center. Going
clear the doors.
Interesting. Was that
Por
something
favor,
or just
manténgase alejado de las puertas. We are now arriving at the station. Please be sure to collect any children and personal belongings before exiting the Nuka Express.
Oh, it's on!
I'm gonna tear your fucking throat out!
Prepare to be Adding a bit more punch to your weapon, man?
Got another one coming through the gauntlet, boss. Fritch is waiting for you.
Over, boss. Making trouble?
We'd all considered putting a bullet in Coulter's back at some point. Suppose you just beat us to it.
And there's a lot that can be done with this place. All you need is the will.
Situation dealt with.
The Overboss returns, alive and well enough. Here's your piece of the take. You know, boss, there is another task I think might pique your interest.
Uh-huh.
A supply train of ours was hit, forced to dig in to protect the goods. I'd have you go in to ensure their survival.
Sounds fun.
Was hoping that's what you'd say. Watch yourself out there.
Quite the upgrade over Coulter.
Glad to see you're back in the right crew. Knew you had some sense.
Guess you heard the alarm, huh? Well, you know the deal. You want to take down another worthless wastelander?
Time to put on a show.
Hell yeah! No better way to earn a Raider's respect than kicking some ass in front of a crowd. Just head for the arena whenever you're ready, boss.
Operators on top. Just like it should be.
Hasn't anybody told you you're better off staying home?
Showing the operators a good life, ain't you, boss?
Just working hard, like always. Please, just don't hurt me.
Well, look who it is.
If you ain't standing out, you ain't worth looking at.
If it ain't the big bad overboss. They showed up a year ago, huh?
Sure, we carry guns, but knives are where it's at. It's not fun unless you...
Understanding the operators ain't hard. We know how to live. The other gangs, well, dying is more their strong suit.
Need something, boss? No shortage of suckers in the Commonwealth. Makes life easy. So long.
Misha really only has one rule around here. Don't get caught.
It's always fascinating watching you create.
Need something, boss?
Going down. Transit Center. Transit Center. Going down. Nuka Express.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. We are now arriving at the station. Please be sure to collect any children and personal belongings before exiting the Nuka Express.
We'll take care of the territory, boss. After all, put it in.
Actuator damaged.
You certainly know your way around a workbench. It's a pleasure to serve with you, ma'am.
$12 in that
Monitoring the Commonwealth is proving to be quite rewarding. What a fascinating place.
So, you ready to get this show on the road? There's some bad jobs here, but cleaning up the Pax hideout is the worst.
Got another one coming through the gauntlet, boss. Rich is waiting for
you. That last one died too fast.
It ain't the big bad overboss. Couldn't have shown up a year ago, huh?
Lizzie asked you to volunteer for one of her tests. Don't.
Chalk
We've
another one
lost
up
a
for the...
lot of purpose when we got here
I
and
was
found it
gonna
wasn't
say
what
good
Coulter
guys, but
promised.
you
Idleness.
know what I mean.
Makes people weak. Well, well. Hadn't been expecting you so soon. I believe these are yours. You know, the operators could use your expertise again, if you're up for it.
I gotcha.
Group of scavengers stumbled upon a rich cache. Lucky for us, they blabbed about it. I want to make it ours.
Right up my alley.
Superb. Happy hunting.
Showing the operators a good life, ain't you, boss?
You're all a bunch of psychopaths, and I love you for it.
Lizzie, wasn't sure we could count on you. Good to know I was wrong.
Operators got no tolerance for dead weight. Those who can't cut it, they're gone.
Glad to see you're back in the right crew. Knew you had some sense. Respect around here, you gotta earn it. Of course.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long it taken to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
Let's get one thing straight here. It may have been his suggestion, but it'll be my decision.
I can see that. Well, regardless of the source, idea's a good one. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements in the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
Okay, Let's get started.
Music to my ears. So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things. Territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from, an outpost. And there are 2 ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
Get a gang together. Those settlers are as good as dead.
Stick with the classics. Now, once you and the crew have cleaned the place out, those lucky girls and boys will move in and...
Glad to see you're back in the right crew. Knew you had some sense. Operators on top. Just like... like it should be.
Respect around here. You gotta earn it. Of course, handing over your boat doesn't hurt.
New boss, huh? Don't worry. I don't cause problems.
The pack lets it all hang out.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long it'd take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
Let's get one thing straight here. It may have been his suggestion, but it'll be my decision.
I can see that. Well, regardless of the source, idea's a good one. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears. So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things. territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from, an outpost. And there are two ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
Get a gang together. Those settlers are as good as dead.
Stick with the classics. Now, once you and the crew have cleaned the place out, those lucky girls and boys will move in and start working the place. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang you want to join you on the job?
The operators.
Got it. I'm sure they'll appreciate you thinking of them. That just leaves the target. Now for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
I'm ready.
Good. So, where you want to do this? Let me... Yeah, that one will do. So, these sorts of jobs are pretty straightforward. Move in, kill everything in sight. I'll make sure you've got some backup waiting to lend a hand when you get there. Now, you're not going to be able to take a direct route to the place. Fast way to get yourself killed. So you'll have to meet our folks outside town. Now, if you're looking for something to give you an extra edge, might be worth checking in with some of the gang bosses. Probably got some trick or two up their sleeves. The crew that's joining you is just gonna have standard kits though. If you want to arm them up differently, I'd take along some extra gear. Knock 'em dead, boss.
down. Nuka Express.
Can you see them, man? The last of them.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. We are now arriving at the station. Please be sure to collect any children and personal belongings before exiting the Nuka Express. Nuka World is proud to announce the grand reopening of our world.
What's the angle here?
You certainly know your way around a workbench. Greed, hate, anger. It's a shame that humans seem to rely on negative emotions in order to survive.
Hey.
We're here like you asked, boss. But, well, it looks like there's no one to kill. Suppose we'll go take a look around. Anyone asks about the job, though, just make something up.
My apologies.
Sorry, don't have anything to sell. I'm on my way to Vault 81 to restock. Maybe you can find what you need there.
Hey there.
Yeah, I'm thinking this place will do. At least once we get some supplies coming in. You ought to head on back, boss. Let them know how it went.
Mason bit the hand off a Yao Guai. So, watch what you try to feed him.
Well,
Unless you ain't fond of your
word
fingers.
going around is there's some new raider boss tearing up the Commonwealth. Not too shabby. I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Let me talk to them. I'll get them to hand over what we need.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place once you get them to bend the knee?
The operators.
I'll send word along. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. Farm called Abernathy's not too far from our new outpost. Might be a good place to hit if we can. So, what's the target? Huh. Was that... Yeah, that one will do. So, to get these settlers to cough up provisions, they need to know that we aren't a crew to be trifled with. You can try convincing them to pay up, or you could rough them up some. Let them know we mean business. Lizzie Wyeth with the operators ought to have some tools you can use to make things easier. Plus, having an outpost nearby gives us another option, claiming the airwaves. Building a Nuka World radio transmitter at an outpost within range of the target will let them know we're closing in on them. Your Pip-Boy map should show you which outposts are close enough to serve. And if none of that works, well, I suppose you could always try paying one of them to convince the rest. And it's worth remembering, the more populated or heavily defended a place is, the more prep work you're gonna have to do to get them to bend. Plenty of ways for you to skin this cat. Have fun.
Hi there! If
If it ain't the big bad overboss. Couldn't have shown up a year ago.
Showing the operators a good life, ain't you, boss?
We'll take care of the territory, boss. After all, you put it in good hands.
Hey, Lizzie.
Overboss. A pleasure. Shank said you might need some tools to ease relations with the people of the Commonwealth. Well, you've come to the right place. I've put together a couple of toys that should make getting what you want out of those rubes easier. Only thing we ask in return is that you remember the operators when you're handing out new territory on the other side of the mountains.
I'll think about it.
That's all I ask. So, first up, something to manipulate a target. It's a homemade distillation brewed to mimic human flight pheromones. Toss one of these grenades at the feet of your target, and convincing the wary settler suddenly becomes a much simpler affair. Now, to function effectively, I had to make the formula precise. So it's not going to work on people in any of the big towns like Bunker Hill or Diamond City, nor on caravanners. But for your purposes, hitting settlements out in the Commonwealth, it ought to give you a serious edge.
Take any advantage I can get.
Well, this should give you one. Here. Only had enough to make the one locally. But you can take the recipe as well, should you find yourself wanting more. So, the other trick up our sleeve is a little more broad spectrum than the grenades. Gulp down a couple lungfuls, and anyone you speak to will be far more apt to give you what you want. Plus, I've winnowed down the addiction risk to near zero, so no need to fear repeat usage. Here, ingredients for that one have been tricky to find, but between that and the grenade, you should have no problem getting at least one settlement under your control before you have to brew up your own. And just remember us when you're crushing those poor settlers underfoot, hmm?
Made some good moves, boss. Guess Gage knew what he was doing for once.
Nuka World is a trap for fools, and an opportunity for those who
Glad to see you're back in the right crew. Knew you had some sense.
Not supposed to hurt the other gangs. No rule against tricking them into hurting each other, though.
Come on, you know our side has the most fun. Nisha really only has one rule around here. Don't get caught. Gage must have pulled a few strings. Damn Nuka-Cola song stuck in my head again.
Hey, boss. Was wondering when you were gonna come see me. Heard you're collecting toys to help you mark us out some new stomping grounds. Well, ours is, without a doubt, the finest little piece of hardware you've ever laid your eyes on. Sure, she may be based off some shitty operator tech, but a little Dixie love and some fine tweaking go a long way. Let's just say, them fever blossoms ain't no joke. Mixing with just the right ingredients makes people mad in the hornet's nest. Perfect for convincing any meddlesome settlers to rip each other apart.
Sounds like I'll be putting it to good use.
Damn straight you will. I trust you'll make her mama proud. Only wish I could watch the show myself.
Freight in this area seems pretty scarce. I'm thinking of packing it in and heading back to the Commonwealth. We lost one of the Brahmins to some damn rad scorp the other day. I think Emmy's coming down with something. The rest of us are just at each other's throats. Tired of traveling and barely running into any business. This whole land was a bust. As it is, we barely got enough to pay for our losses.
Hey, are all y'all traders? If so, I know a pretty good post nearby. Guarantee you'll turn a profit if you want to check it out.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure we want to trust anything some stranger in a mask told us. Sure you're not some sort of raider?
I ain't no raider, and I only wear this mask on account of some Yaogwai wanting a piece of me a while back. It's up to you folks. If y'all are interested, Nuka World's just a short trip north. Can't miss it. Just tell them Dixie sent ya, and they'll treat you and yours like y'all are family. We ain't scaring you away, are we?
We'll talk about it. Thanks for stopping by. Maybe we'll have to check out this Nuka World outpost before heading back. It'd be worth a shot. I'll have to talk with the others, and hope no fights break out this time.
just came back with this girl Dixie and brought the best news ever.
Starting to make me
She said she comes from a place where we'll be safe and protected, called Nuka World. Finally. I am so tired of trying to live out here on our own, dealing with raiders and finding food and just surviving. We're packing up to leave, and we're out of here. I wanted to leave this message for you.
It's awfully sweet of y'all to welcome a stranger into your home.
You've no idea how happy we are that we ran into you.
Not as happy as I am.
What are you doing? Wait, I thought you were here to... Kate! Run!
Sam! No! What have you done?
Oh, don't worry, honey. I'll never keep two lovebirds apart.
No! No!
That went well. What's this? I think I'll keep you as my little souvenir.
That last one died too fast. I'm losing my touch. Leaving us hanging? It ain't exactly encouraging. Sure, we carry guns, but knives are where it's at. It's not fun unless you're not a pussy person.
There's some bad jobs here, but cleaning up the Pax hideout is the worst.
Just working hard, like always.
You got some kind of death wish? Oh, it's you.
Got a chase, would you?
Hey.
Boss, let's chat. Shank says you might need our help vacating the squatters living in our new base. And ain't it just your lucky day? Wait till you see what I got. Found some toys a couple operators left on their corpses in a back alley. Not sure how they got themselves dead like that. No shame. I took them apart and made a little something different out of the parts. It was just gonna be a toy for my pets. But it's more useful than that. Beasts find these things irresistible. Toss them on the ground, and anything nearby and hungry will come running, ripping anything in their path to pieces. But you're gonna want to be a safe distance away, because, well, things live a little. Don't want to end up becoming a snack yourself. Oh, and here, take this paper. It'll show you how to make more. Don't look so surprised. We ain't all knuckle draggers.
It's impressive, Mason.
Ha, ain't it though? Don't forget where you got those. And when you're putting that to good use claiming new haunts, don't forget us, alright?
Those disciples don't want to show their face? We ain't hiding anything.
ain't no one sad about it. Just...
Watch yourself. The pack sticks together.